All right, we'll get things started. CQ, the FlexNet, CQ, the Sunday afternoon FlexNet. This WA5QPZ. I'll be net control today. This net meets every Sunday at or about 1 p.m. Central Time here on 14329 plus or minus, depending on QRM. I think we're got a little bit, but not too bad here at the moment. So we'll just stick right here. I'm running the handle here is Dudley, D-U-D-L-E-Y, located near Austin, Texas. I'm running a Flex 6700 here, and into my into the amp, running right at legal limit. The antenna's a turnstile antenna consisting of two extended W5GI antennas and a big X, called a turnstile. Anyways, that's my local working conditions. The net, like I say, meets at this frequency at 1 p.m. Central Time. Purpose of the net is to discuss software-defined radios, primarily those from Flex Radio. But you don't have to have a Flex Radio to check in. Any and all amateurs licensed for this frequency are welcome to check in. Type it in a call. So we got right now we have 18 early check-ins. You can listen to the net via EchoLink. Just go to EchoLink and search for my call, WA5QPZ. Also, you can go to YouTube and search for my call, WA5QPZ, and you'll see a live podcast being broadcast of my screen there on YouTube. Also, if you go to CQ200, you will find that we're broadcasting on 14329. Reflect our frequency here. The CQ200 is a simulated 6-band transceiver that you can put in your browser, or it'll put in your browser, and voice over IP is broken up into simulated 1 kc increments. You can do voice, digital, or even CW through CQ200. All right, here's a listing of the stations I have early check-in so far. I've got N3HQB, Bill, W5MCP Mike, John, KD4SH, Tom, N9RU, another Tom, K9TXJ, Pat, W4FO, and Watts, K4QJZ. Got W8AGS John. After John is KE0SYB Dan. Number 11 is KE9DPC Rob. KE5PNY Bill. Another Bill, K8DXX, then WB5OOB, Dennis. Let's see, John, K0VAC signed out due to lightning storm. Don on the West Coast, AI6RE. Got another, we got WH6S, and then Mike, N0YPD. So those are the early check-ins that I have. You can use NetLogger if you're familiar with the thing that's kind of going around with a lot of the nets, NetLogger. You can sign in through NetLogger and look for FlexNet, and you'll see the net, and you'll be able to sign in and I'll get you logged in. All lurkers will be signed into the net. So glad to have everybody sign in. NetLogger's pretty neat. I got it up on the screen on YouTube. So I haven't heard a whole lot of comments about. I've rearranged the screen instead of having just a full screen of Smart SDR. I've got a screen here divided up with NetLogger and Smart SDR. I don't know what else I could do there. I could put I could put CQ200 in there and EchoLink, and I could fill the screen up with something. Got lots of windows I can move around. Anyways, that's my call so far, or my listing, and so we'll get started with the listing here. I guess first, is there anyone over the air that would like to be logged into the FlexNet that is not running NetLogger? This is WA5QPZ.
This is Whiskey Alpha 5 Kilo Sierra Charlie.
This is Alpha Bravo 4 Golf Oscar.
Okay, I got WA5KSC and Greg, AB4GO, and there was a couple of others in there. Let me try to pull you in through Utah. This is WA5QPZ. Okay, I got you, George. K0ZBI, short time. Matter of fact, if you want, I'll put you at the top, and I'm sure Bill won't mind, so you can get it out of the way. Anyone else over the air that'd like to check in? Band conditions are not the best in the West. Can anybody relay that station? Station trying to check in. Please come again. I'll turn up another receiver, see if I can find you. This WA5QPZ net control for the FlexNet. Whiskey Delta 9, is it Yankee Papa Mike? Is that correct? Over.
Whiskey Delta 9 Golf Yankee Mike.
Boy, I had that one all messed up. All right, very good. I got you. KD9 Golf Yankee Mike. All right. Well, we'll get all these in there, and then we'll well, first let's go up to George, K0ZBI. George, you said you're going to be a short time, so go ahead, make your comments to the group. It's WA5QPZ. George, I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear you at all. But I got you checked in, so we'll show you checked in, and glad to have you. I know you're wanting to check out early, so we appreciate you being there, George. So let's go back to the top here. Bill, you're number 2 here. N3HQB, your comments for the group. Hopefully the band's holding up. This WA5QPZ.
Yeah. WA5QPZ and 3HQB. Good afternoon. Bill in Hagerstown, Maryland. Yeah, I think I got that audio issue cleared up. Like you said, pushing too many buttons and interconnecting too many things. I think at one point this afternoon I was copying on everything except EchoLink because I ran out of screen. I'm actually this afternoon transmitting and have been transmitting on a Kenwood TS990, receiving on a Flex 6300 on two different pieces of software, just to compare them. Ether SDR on the one hand and Smart SDR for Mac. Marcus has fine software for the Mac as well, and trying to figure out the different combinations and permutations. They just dropped another beta version of Ether SDR. That's 0.9, and understand that for some people the new version of the Flexus software is coming out on Tuesday. Some of those features will probably benefit the early 6000 series. I'm kind of hoping that they do. But it's a lot to play with all at one time. It's kind of like opening your Christmas presents all at once. Thank you, Dudley, and 3HQB.
Yeah, it's amazing all the new interfaces we have nowadays. In the Ether, yeah, I downloaded the new that new version. The biggest thing they did was on that was added. They fixed the transmit audio issue with FreeDV. They've got a rave button there, and they've got it incorporated in that interface. So it's very interesting the way all that works. But that's that right now is in Linux. I don't think the Windows version has got that update in it yet. So there may be another version pop out shortly. But yeah, it's interesting. All of a sudden, there's a lot of Linux issues and or interfaces. There's another one too called RIMU, and it looks a whole lot like Smart SDR, and it runs under Linux, the popular distributions. Linux still has a problem with too many distributions, and some of them are not fully compatible with some of the others. So you're limited on whether it's a Debian or Ubuntu or I think Mint's in that pile. There's several others, but anyways. That's a lot of interesting interfaces. All right, very good, Bill. Yeah, I think you'll find there's some a noise reduction help inside of the latest version of Smart SDR. And matter of fact, they do a pretty good job of going through the features. There's a video out by Mike. VA3 WM MW, and Mike with Tim and Haley from the engineering group, software engineering group. If you haven't watched that video, take a look at that video. It's a good one to watch. They talk about the features in the upcoming version. And I think the plan is Tuesday of this next week to release that. All right, very good. Thank you there, Bill. Next is Mike, W5MCP. Mike, your comments for the group. It's WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Mike, W5MCP, WA5QPZ.
Yeah, I remember to mute my before I start talking, so I don't have to listen to myself that much. Anyway, we're running the Ether SDR right now in version 9, the latest version, and I like it. Pretty good. I'll swap back and forth Smart SDR to this. I'm anxious to see the new Smart SDR come out Tuesday. especially the DAX part of it. I understand they've redone that whole thing. That's a good thing. But anyway, I'm running version 1.5 here on my Flex, and I'm running that into an Alpha 8410. About legal limit, close to it, about 1450. And I'm running all that into inverted delta loop out there, 40 meter inverted delta loop. Works well on 20. But anyway, that's about all I got going on over here. It's 75 degrees. I was out mowing a little earlier. We had a little old storm come through this morning, a real small one, didn't last but about 20 minutes. And a lot of hail fell out of it. No rain, but a lot of hail. But it was all small hail, so nothing to worry about. Just peppered everywhere. But that's about all I got, Dudley. You got everything up and running good today. Sounds great. Boy, I know I appreciate what you do to do all of that. And you do several different nets, and that's, man, that's good of you, I'll tell you. A lot of work. Y'all have a good one. 7-3 to all of the flexors out there and everybody on the net. W5MC.
All right, very good, Mike. Not hearing you too much direct, but copying you through Utah, and you're getting into Utah real well. So glad to hear you. Sorry you got a little hail there, but obviously it didn't stop you too much in the mowing. All right, very good. Next is John, KD4SH. John, your comments for the group. It's WA5QPZ, and I want to talk about the DAX changes also. Go ahead, John.
Okay, Dudley, fine business, WA5QPZ, and the FlexNet, this is KD4SH. Well, today I'm running on an ICOM 7610. I'm sitting at the kitchen table watching the Braves game in the den, and I'm using my Mac computer. I do have an 8400 Flex, but I've got a better amplifier on the ICOM, so that's why I'm using it. The bands were completely dead when we started. I could only hear some people out of Utah. And Dudley, you came up just a minute ago. You jumped from nothing to 10 over 9, and the other station right before me, he came up and I could hear him. So bands are changing. Just wanted to sit and listen and see if there's any comments on the new software or any changes to the software that's coming out here next week. So that's the only reason. That's why I'm listening. So I don't have any other comments to the net. I love the Flex. It's a great radio and a great system. So anyway, back to you, Dudley, WA5QPZ. This is KD4SA.
All right, very good, John. Very good, and appreciate you being there. Even your multiplexing there. Very, very good. Yeah, one thing, the new DAX. I'm glad Mike mentioned it. The one thing, it's a revamp, new drivers for the DAX. If you were running Windows 11, you had to go in and modify Windows 11 so that the old DAX would load. Well, the new one takes care of that. You won't have that problem. So you'll be able to put Windows 11 back to normal. But the thing about it is you should go in and completely remove previous version. And the ideal is to get rid of your DAX. So there's been some significant change. And one thing that did happen in DAX, you'll notice, is that when you first bring up DAX, until you bring up an application that requests one of the DAX channels, you won't see any activity there, and so it's a little misgiving. You think you've got a problem, but you got to get the DAX, get an application to request the DAX, and so that's it's not interrupt driven like it was previously, and so it'll work a little bit differently like that. But you do need to remove the old DACs. It will coexist, but you'll have a whole ton. Remember, DACs put the old DACs put 28 drivers in there, and with the new DACs, you won't have all those. You won't have all those reserved DACs and everything. You'll just have the audio DACs as you normally would have. So that's a neat one thing about DACs. So that's why you have to go back and actually remove your previous versions of DACs. So when you get the question, do you want to save your DACs drivers? Say no, so it'll remove it. And it's best you reboot the computer before you load the new version. So two things you got to do: remove the old DACs, and then reboot before you load the new one. So those are going to be you'll have a whole lot less trouble if you do that. Next up is Tom, N9RU. Tom, your comments for the group. This WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. How's the new radio? Tom, are you still with us? N9RU, WA5QPZ.
Wait here at EchoLink delay here, N9RU. Thank you. This is Tom in Southern Illinois. Radio's working fine then. 8520. I pull about 265 feet long, not up that high, about 30 feet or so. Yeah, like everybody else, I'm kind of excited here for the new version coming out this week too, the new DACs. That'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. But it'd be neat if I could run two radios with it, and the thing would just give me a DAX for each radio. But I found like I can do that with the Ethernet if I run one on the Pi and run one on the Raspberry and then one on Windows. That kind of works. And then I remote into the Raspberry, and I got both of them on the Windows screen. I've been playing with a lot of that. I had Ether, SDR, and WSJTX both run on that little Raspberry 4. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. I still like Smart SDR more myself, but that's just me. Yeah, it's going to be interesting when this comes out to see all the comments and everything throughout the week on some of the forums and groups with people that didn't read the instructions and are going crazy. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'd like to have the new DAX. Maybe things will just be smoother. And I haven't had too much trouble with it, so I better go back to you, Dudley. I don't know if you can really hear me. I couldn't hear you very well at all here. Can't hardly hear anybody, so hopefully somebody's hearing me. WA5QPZ in the group. This is N9RU.
All right, very good, Tom. Well, I wasn't hearing you real well direct, but I was hearing you. But you're better through Utah, and you're real solid into Utah. So I'm copying in Utah. So you got you've been recorded. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is today's net's been recorded as usual, and it'll be posted later on in the this afternoon. But got you 100% there, Tom. And yeah, there's the DAX is gonna operate a little bit differently. The end result's the same. It's gonna have some little quirks like that. Biggest thing is get rid of all those drivers that are listed in there, all those reserve DAXs and everything that had to be in the old version. All right, very good. Next, number 6 is Tom, K9TXJ. Tom, your turn, your comments. This is WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Tom, you still with us? K9TXJ, WA5QPZ. For those listening on YouTube, it's a little bit of a delay there. It's got like a 4-second delay, so I got to give them enough time to pick it up. Next is Pat, W4FO. Pat, your comments for the group. It's WA5QPZ.
Okay, Dudley, good afternoon. I hope you're hearing me somewhere. The band is just dead here. I can't hear hardly anyone. Listening to your station a little bit there, but just horrible. 83 degrees here in Dothan. Overcast, but all in all, beautiful day. Flex 8600 here. 4.1.5. PGXL, TGXL, running the legal limit, about 1,500 watts.
You're up next, Watts.
Antenna's an 80-meter delta loop at 80 feet. Everything is working perfectly, no problems at all. I'm also playing with the Ether SDR, and I like it. I also like Smart SDR, so one day I run one, and the next day I run the other. There you go. It's good to have choices. With that, Dudley, I'll turn it back to you. And again, I hope you're copying somewhere. WA5QPZ from W4FO in beautiful southeast Alabama.
Oh, you bet, Pat. Copy you direct. Copy you direct. No problem there. And glad to have you. I think you were also getting into Utah, but a little bit better direct. All right, very good. Thank you, Pat. And you have a good day. Next is Watts. K4QJZ. Watts, your comments for the group. This WA5QPZ.
Break station 37.
Okay, hold on, Watts. The braking station, go ahead.
Yeah, Kilo White 6 Alpha Bravo Kilo, just wondering if you were copy.
Yeah, it's K6ABK, is that correct? Alpha Bravo Kilo?
Yeah, I'm in Mexico. Where are you?
I'm in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, go ahead.
Okay, this is my first contact in 25 years, so good to be on with you.
Oh, very good, very good. We're doing the FlexNet here. You want me to go ahead and sign you in? I don't know if you're hearing the other stations, but glad to have you check in. And pass along the handle, and I'll get you logged in.
Okay, my handle's Mike. Thanks very much.
All right, very good, Mike, and glad to have you. You're number 25 in the list, and you got several ways. If you got EchoLink, you can go into EchoLink and search under my call, WA5QPZ, and you can hear what I'm hearing, my stations, the stations I'm hearing, and how I'm hearing them. I also have a web SDR link to Utah. But anyways, also you can go to YouTube and search for my call. You'll see a YouTube link there. It's about a 4-second delay though. But you'll see the my screen there. So Watts, your comments for the group, K4QJZ, WA5QPZ, and the FlexNet.
Thanks, Dudley. Yeah, we had a momentary glitch there. I'm not sure why, but we at least got it back online, and hopefully you've got a decent copy on us today. Nice situation. Okay, let's get the power back up too a little bit. That ought to help. Anyway, cloudy, cold day. 38 degrees with a wind chill of 31. Not exactly the spring weather I expected to be just west of D.C., but oh well. Hopefully spring will come back and stay around a while, that's for sure. And really just wanted to say thanks for doing the net. We do enjoy it and do enjoy hearing everybody in there. We're looking forward to the release coming out, and like everyone else, I'm playing with, I guess you said alt ether or whatever, and having fun with that. And it is really nice to see all the developers suddenly jumping in and deciding that Flex is real and they're going to help add more to it. So it just adds to the fun and enjoyment. So I think what most of us were hoping would happen with a software-defined radio system. Anyway, running just close to legal limit, PGXL into a hex beam. I pointed in your direction. So with that, we'll turn it back over to net control and say thanks for your help, Dudley. K4 QJZ.
All right, very good there, Watts. Very good. And oh, good grief, who was that? I just accidentally wiped out the previous comment. Oh, AGS. All right. Very good, Watts. And sorry you had the little glitch there, but no, you're sounding fine. I was copying you good direct. So doing a good job. Thank you, sir. And next is K8 AGS. John, your comments for the group. This WA5 QPZ and the FlexNet.
Yeah, WA5 QPZ and the net W8 AGS. Yeah, name is John, and we're located just southeast of Columbus in central Ohio. And Dudley, I tell you, when I first was talking to you earlier, I could not copy you at all direct. But boy, I'm copying you fine now. You're up good now. I'm copying you then there, and also in the Utah, and of course on EchoLink also. Yeah, we're running a Flex 8600, driving an Alpha 87A amplifier, running about 1200 watts right now to a vertical antenna. Run the software is 4.1.5. Hopefully soon to be 4.2. So, yeah, just like everyone else, I'm looking forward to the new software. And I tell you, I've been reading all the information that Tim and Kayla, I guess, and Mike have been posting on, and I tell you, they have some really nice verbiage there to help everybody switch over with the new DAX drivers and so forth. Really appreciate all that. And I'll read the release notes real close, which I always do anyway. But anyway, everything's working okay. So we'll be looking forward to getting the new software. By the way, the weather here today, the temperature's about 55 right now. It's cloudy. Kind of cool out there today compared to yesterday. We had a really nice, a little warmer day yesterday. But anyway, it's the way it is, and a lot of the way the weather is in Ohio. If you don't like the weather, just hang around a day or so, and you'll get some different ones. All right. So again, Dudley, thank you so much for everything you do for us every Sunday here. It's greatly appreciated. I know everyone appreciates all your effort there to hear your nice voice there every Sunday. So with that, I'll pass along 7-3 to everyone on the net, and everyone have a good week coming up, and hopefully hear you on the net again next week. So back to you, Dudley, and thanks again. WA5 QPZ, this W8 AGS.
All right, very good, John. Thank you for the kind words. I think I have a good voice for CW. Have some people say I have a face for radio, so I have a good voice for CW. All right, very good. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, and we'll there's some nice little things in the upcoming version, and take care of some long-running problems. We've had a lot of little issues with DAX over the ages, but it's all updated down. We just got to get used to how it's operating now, but it's basically not a lot of operation differences. It's just you'll observe some differences in it. Next is Dan, KE0SYB. Dan, your comments for the group is WA5QPZ.
WA5QPZ, this is Kilo Echo Zero, Sierra Yankee Bravo. Gentlemen, we have overcast here. It's about 48 degrees, and I can smell the rain. So something's coming down the hill. Let's see. I'm looking forward to the 2.0 on the DAC side of it. I think that will bring Flex out of the Stone Age. Not that they, were like a tube burner, but still, the software could have done some needed improvement. With that, let's see. I don't have a whole lot going on here today. I think I'm going to go outside and chase a few things around the yard, and that's the end of my day. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll try to catch everybody next week. WA5QPZ, Kilo Echo Zero, Sierra Yankee Bravo. Have a good day, gentlemen.
All right, very good, Dan, and thank you for the comments. And yeah, I think the new DAX is going to work out, just a little different. All right, next is Rob, KE9DPC. Rob, your comments for the group. This WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Rob, you still with us? KE9DPC, WA5QPZ. Well, I didn't hear Rob in there. Next is Bill up in Arkansas. KE5PNY. Bill, your comments for the group. This WA5QPZ.
WA5QPZ, KE5PNY up here in sunny Cabot now. It has been raining and all that other good stuff lately, and storms hit down in Texas near where my son's at, but he didn't get any damage. But anyway, we're also waiting on the next chapter of the Flex software to come out, but we're currently using the 6600 with the PGXL and HF Auto and a bunch of wire up in the air, and we're not hearing you direct, but I'm hearing you through YouTube. I'm hearing myself through Utah, so I had to turn the volume down so I wouldn't hear myself echoing like I was a broadcaster or something. Anyway, have a good day. Also, it's my birthday, and I am 68 years old, so I'm glad I made it this far. KE5PNY.
All right, very good, Bill. Very good. Well, there's a little program I run called CatSync, and it will mute the web SDR receivers. You might consider that. CATSYNC, CatSync, and it also gives you a directory of all the different web SDRs, WebSDR, Open SDR, and the Kiwi receivers are all grouped in underneath that. So pretty handy, and it will mute when you key up. It'll mute that receiver for you. All right, very good. Next is Bill, the Extra DX K8DXX. Bill, your comments for the group. This WA5QPZ and the FlexNet.
Yeah, WA5QPZ. I want to make sure that everything is
right here. This is K8DXX, as we used to say back in the top 40 days, your Extra DX station. I lost my top 40 voice a long time ago. But anyway, good afternoon to everybody on the net. And it was kind of funny. I thought that 4.2 came out last week, and I heard some sort of rumors that came out, then they withdrew it. But I guess it's coming out Tuesday, and that's really good. And I realize I've been retired now. Each year I'll be 75 in June, and I retired fairly young at 56 and a half. But anyway, I've been gone just long enough so that I'm not as adventurous as I used to be. I haven't played around with Aether SDR, or I don't have a Raspberry Pi box here or anything else like that. I just have one computer, actually 3 screens, and use Smart SDR. But I'm fairly I want to say an unadventurous operator. I don't do a lot of digital stuff. I used to use DAX a long time ago, back at a different house in a different city, but I'm just hoping that everything will work, without issue and stuff like that. And of course, I will read the release notes and stuff like that very carefully, probably several times, to make sure that everything's, I'm doing everything correctly. Equipment here, by the way, is in case I haven't mentioned, it's an 8600 with 4.1.5. It's going to an Elecraft KPA 1500, which is turning out to be a good amplifier. I really enjoy it. It's about 4 or 5 years old. I haven't had any problem with it. Antenna's a Mosley Pro 67 C3 at 80 feet. So without further ado, back to you there, Dudley. WA5QPZ K8DXX.
All right, very good, Bill. I just remembered something else, too. It's a good idea. Once you load the new version, it's probably not a bad idea to reboot the computer, and also to power down the radio and remove the DC from it, and then power it back up. I don't know that you necessarily need to do a full reset of the radio, but it's probably before you start, it's a good idea to make a copy of your profiles, and then your memories will get saved, and you can always put them back in if you do have to do a reset of the radio. I just do a reset of the radio anyways. I make a copy of my profiles and then reset the radio, which wipes the profiles out, and then put my profiles back in it. So it'd probably be a good idea to follow that procedure. But in any event, appreciate it. Thank you, Bill, and you'll catch it next Tuesday. All right, next is Dennis, WB5OOB, WB5OOB. Let's see, if he's real close to me, I may have to have, he's in Cleveland, Oklahoma. He might be able to hear me. Dennis, hopefully you can hear me. It's your turn and your comments. WB5OOB, WA5QPZ. WB5OOB, WA5QPZ. Give them enough time to answer because of the long delay on YouTube. Bill, KADX, would you give Dennis a call? He might be a little bit too close to me. He may not be hearing me real well. That's WB5OOB, Dennis. Would you give him a call for me? Appreciate it.
WA5OOB, this is K8DXX at the request of Dudley. WA5QPZ asking you, if you don't hear him, it's your turn to take your spot in the FlexNet. Over to you, WA5OOB, K8DXX, listening. Dudley, I don't hear him. I don't know what's going on here. By the way, just an interesting story. Our dog got under one of my operating tables here and pulled out the power supply for the router that I'm using between the computer and the radio. And all I had to do is go back down there, and of course, you know, the radio stopped. But when I plugged it back in, about 3 seconds later, up comes the radio. That's what we call very well-designed software. Back to you, WA5QPZ, K8DXX.
Yeah, keep searching for it. Didn't always do that, but yeah, they're constantly searching for the activity on the radio. As a matter of fact, the ether is they got you a little blinking light on the ether, how you say it, to say that it's seeing the radio, doing its polling. All right, next is John, K0VAC. John, your comments for the group. This is WA5QPZ in the FlexNet. John, you still with us? Oh, he was signing out. I'm sorry. He signed out because of lightning. All right, next is Don, AI6RE. Don, your comments for the group, the WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Hello, Don, AI6RE, WA5QPZ. Well, I didn't hear Don. Let's try Richard, WH6S, WH6S, WA5QPZ, and the FlexNet. Rich, are you still with us? WH6S, WA5QPZ. Oh, good grief. Maybe the band's collapsed here. Mike, are you still with us? N0YPD, N0YPD, WA5QPZ.
Yeah, good afternoon, Dudley. Yeah, I hope you're copying all right. I don't know if you spilled cups of coffee there. Let's see, N0YPD here in central North Dakota. We've got a beautiful, beautiful day going on, 55 degrees right now, and no wind outside, which kind of helped. I was out doing some antenna work. I got my 80-meter loop back at 40 feet again. Where it's supposed to be, and then tomorrow I'll finish up 80 and 40 meter dipole I want to put up tomorrow and take down one and play with a different one. But anyways, let's see, the Flex 8400M, we're still running her. It's almost a 1-year anniversary for this wonderful radio we're still having fun with. I'm glad somebody brought up talking about the new version, 4.2 here, so I went to the website and kind of did some reading on that before that becomes available. So that sounds exciting, without a doubt. Let's see, not much else to report, Dudley. We're running 100 watts into the good old log periodic beam. Everybody have a good Sunday. Sounding good, really, really good signal up here in North Dakota, Dudley. WA5QPC and 0YPD, over.
All right, very good, Mike. I'm glad I got a good signal somewhere. Somewhere, is it kind of like looking for 5 p.m. for a drink? It's got to be 5 p.m. somewhere. All right, very good. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. And yes, and if you get a chance, listen to the video. Tim Ellison's on there, and Haley from the engineering software engineering group, and along with Mike Walker. All right, very good. Let's see. Here's another Mike. N9 NTC, N9 November Tango Charlie. This is WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Your comments.
WA5QPZ. This is N9 NTC. Very good, Dudley. Well, you're about the only one I hear in the net. I can barely hear a few stations, but it's been a pretty tough afternoon to listen around the country. But we're running the 8600 and the PGXL and the TGXL into an off-center fed dipole with about a kilowatt out, and we've got a beautiful day here, sunny and about 63 degrees. I am anxious to see 4.2. Hopefully it will come out on Tuesday. The only concern I've got is it'll still work with Aether SDR, because I have been using that and like it very much. Use both of them, but it'll be interesting to see if there's any hiccups with that new DAX interface with Aether SDR. So back to you, Dudley. Thanks for running the net, and we'll turn it back to you. WA5QPZ, this is N9NTC.
All right, very good, Mike. And yes, it will. I can tell you for a fact that it will. And the Aether is using their own version of DAX. They still call it a digital audio exchange, but it's they have their own version that's loaded up with it. So you'll see that if you, I think you have to enable digital at the top, and you'll see the DAXs down below. You have to scroll down to see them. So that's how theirs works. All right, very good. Thank you, Mike. And yeah, be sure to read the release notes and all that. Follow all that as it goes along. All right, very good. Better show you as checked in here. All right, next is George, WA5KSC. Let's see if he's copying. WA5KSC. This is WA5QPZ in the FlexNet.
WA5QPZ, this is Whiskey Alpha 5 Kilo Sierra Charlie. And Dudley, I go by Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo, which is my middle name. When people say George, I think they're talking about my dad. Anyway, we're physically in Greenville, South Carolina, where it's 76 degrees and sunny. And I'm remote into a Flex 8600 at our place up in Tryon, North Carolina, up in the foothills, and just running barefoot. So right about 100 watts into an in-fed...
This is frequency in use. This is frequency in use. This is Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Fox Delta.
Yes, it is. FlexNet is going on. It'll be on for another 15 minutes or so.
Be able to check in.
I apologize for interrupting. Enjoy your net.
This is WA5KSC.
All right, very good, Steve. Very good. And you're sounding great through the remote. And 100 watts is making it down here to Austin. So you're covering the, essentially covering the whole country nearly. Very good, Steve. And glad to have you check in. And some nice additions in the versions popping up. And you'll be able to, hopefully you'll be able to, you might want to wait until you get home, unless you have a remote keying of the radio, for setting your activity up, smart link. You may not, you may have to be there local to get it initiated, so may need to wait until then to do that. But all right, very good. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I have the same problem. I use my middle name, and of course the first name is what pops up on the QRZ. All right, next over to Florida, Greg. Over to you. And I'm sorry to hear that your satellite got in the wrong orbit there. AB4GO WA5QPZ in the FlexNet.
This is AB4 Golf Oscar. Well, hello everyone. Yes, this is Greg from Florida near the Kennedy Space Center, and all of the fun that we had watching the launch last Sunday of the AST Space Mobile as the Bluebird 7 satellite, the largest commercial antenna array, is going to be deorbited due to the Glenn rocket second stage engine that did not put the satellite into the high enough orbit. Well, I understand the satellite was insured some $30 million worth. So it's the time effect is the main issue now, that they have to wait that much longer to get their network operational. Well, I've got a couple other things during the week. I really am going to enjoy this how-to articles in the email about how to enjoy our radio better. And I must say that in all these years, I've never used the DAX, and I've not really engaged in helping to accomplish that. I'm a bit dismayed that somehow that hasn't happened. Dudley, you may know somewhere to point me in order to watch the audio scope information. Well, of course I enjoy my radio, the Flex 6500. Vertical as my main antenna. Well, that's my comments for this Sunday, Dudley, and to the group. I enjoy listening to everyone. WA5 QPZ, this is AB4 GO.
All right, very good, Greg. Yeah, sorry about losing the satellite. At least it was insured for a certain amount. At least you could buy insurance. That's amazing. I guess it got a low enough risk that the insurance companies would insure it. I guess if you pay enough money, they'll insure anything. But I'm surprised you've gone all this time without using DAX. I mean, that was always the easy way to get into digital modes and all that. Of course, I know there's EchoLink and some of the other adaptions of interfacing, and they work too, but DAX was always pretty easy. You can do a lot with the DAX driver. And the question came up earlier whether the new version, the Aether will work, and I know for a fact that it will with the Windows and also the Linux versions of that. So that will work with the new software. Yeah, and Aether's got has all the bells and whistles. Seems like it. I haven't found too many things that it wouldn't do versus smart SDRs. So they've done a good job of in 3 weeks putting all that together. That was really amazing. But I heard the Claude AI is what really helped them in doing that, processing it. All right, after Greg is Martin, WD9GYM. And I take it that's the handle you go by, Martin, or is it something else? Maybe Marty or something. WD9GYM, your turn and your comments. This is WA5QPZ in the FlexNet.
WA5QPZ, this is WD9GYM. Mike Alpha Romeo Tango Yankee. I'm located in Mundelein, Illinois, but I'm remotely logged into one of our group Flex radios. Hearing you a little bit better out of that 8400 with the high gain AV640 on it. I was quite excited though to hear about the new versions of Smart SDR coming out, mainly because I'm a Mac user. And since 2018, I have been running Intel version of the Mac, which will let me use parallels to create a virtual machine, and I run the Windows and the Mac versions of SDR. Beginning of the month, I upgraded to one of the M models. It has the ARM processor code in the CPU, so I was really excited when they announced that they're going to support the ARM version. So well, I'll be popping on that new version. And the one thing I don't have to worry about is removing the old software, because on this machine the old doesn't run. Anyway, so that's about what's happening up here north. Back to you, Mr. Strong.
All right, very good, Martin. Well, let's, if you've attempted to load it, well, you said it didn't load, so you'd have to look in Device Manager in that virtual machine and see what's going on there. All right, well, very good, and again, be sure to read all the READMEs. I can't say I've tried a virtual machine with it. I don't have one set up for that, but I trust it should work with that. I haven't heard any. I know some folks that do have it and have it running, and that's I believe they said it was working. So very good. Thank you for being there, and glad to have you. I don't remember you checking in before, so we're glad to have you there, Martin. Next is Stephen, W1SMC. W1SMC, your comments for the group. This is WA5QPZ and the FlexNet.
This is Dudley, WA5QPZ. This is Whiskey 1 Sugar Mike Charlie Steve here in Weston, Vermont. We're at 73 degrees here. Very nice day. Looking like it's going to be a great one, and I'm looking forward to it. Spent some time this morning working on some antenna issues that I had, but it looks like I took care of all those. And I'm just having an all-around nice day listening to the net, and I'm hearing mostly everybody, so things look like they're doing pretty well. Let's see, so I'm running a 6700 and PGXL, Antenna Genius, and all the updated software. So other than that, I'm just going to sit back and listen to the rest of the net. Hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for doing the net, Dudley, and I'll turn it on back to you. Whiskey Alpha 5, Quebec, Papa Zulu. This is Whiskey 1, Sugar Mike Charlie, 7-3 and Semper Fi, everybody.
All right, very good, Steve, and I appreciate it. Glad to have you check in, and sounded good. Was copying a little bit better through Utah, but still, it made it. Copied you great. All right, very good. Thank you, Steve. All right, next is Mike, K6ABK. K6ABK. WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Your comments. K6ABK, still with us, WA5QPZ. All right, didn't hear him. We'll put Mike down as not heard. Marshall, you up next, W4MKH, W4MKH, WA5QPZ and the FlexNet.
WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. This is W4MKH. Marshall over here in Rutherfordton, North Carolina. That's about 30 miles or so southeast of Asheville, where I've got 77 degrees right now under partly sunny, partly cloudy skies. Right now we're under the partly sunny part of that, but it keeps changing. I'm talking to you today on a 6600M pushing into a Elecraft KPA 500, and then out over the air to a 135-foot in-fed halfway. I've been copying you great, Dudley. Some of the other guys on the net were a little bit harder to copy, but I've had good copy on you the whole time, and hopefully you're copying me. I don't know. We'll see. I usually got a good pipeline into Texas, I think, into the Austin area, because I got a friend that's there. I did have a problem trying to get logged in. I wasn't sure. I've got NetLogger up, but I don't know how to use it.
and so I could see everybody, but I couldn't get logged in, so I don't know the best way of logging into this. Anyway, thanks for having me, and I'll pass it back over to you, and we can move on. Let's see here, WA5QPZ, this has been W4MKH.
Yeah, it's not intuitively obvious how to get into NetLogger once you bring up the screen. You bring up the home screen, the one part to, and if you're watching on YouTube, I'll open it up here so you can see it. But the part you need to look for, it says it'll come up and say select net, and you click on that, and then you'll get a listing of the nets that are currently active. It'll show you a list of current active nets. It doesn't show you all the nets, just the current active ones. And then you highlight it, and then at the bottom you hit select net. Like I say, it's not real intuitively obvious. I know what they're trying to do. They make you break into a different menu. But for some reason they couldn't do it as a drop down, or didn't want to do it as a drop down from the net name. So whatever. It's just a little bit of a entanglement. I guess one way is to keep maybe unauthorized or people have them study it a little bit before they can do it. I don't know. Make it a challenge. That's it. That's the term. Make it a challenge. Thank you, Marshall. Appreciate it. Thank you for being there and sounding good. You had a good signal here, direct. Next is Bob, AD7J. AD7J. Bob, your comments for the group. Your last one on my list, number 27, WA5QPZ and FlexNet.
Well, good morning, sir. According to your QRZ page, you go by Dudley. As I said, my name is Bob Bravo Oscar Bravo here in Las Vegas, Nevada. First time tuning in to net. I'm running a Flex 8600 with a Stepper IR urban beam, and propagation is such that I'm hearing you, and that's about it. So very interesting. Got a lot of noise here, but just checking it out and seeing what's all out there. And like I say, propagation isn't in my favor today, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to hear from other people as they come around. But appreciate being here, and we'll be just listening in. So 87J, back to WA5 QPZ.
All right, very good, Bob. Well, you got the handle right. Yes, I go by a middle name, and that's always challenging, particularly when any kind of government, a database. All right, very good. Thank you, Bob. And sounding good there out of Las Vegas. Could hear you really well. Doing a good job. All right, it's bottom of the list. Before I go back through the list to see if some of them have popped back in, are there any other stations that would like to check into the FlexNet? Come at this time now, and I'll add you to the list. This is WA5QPZ.
In 4 FYT.
K0 Fox Golf.
Okay, I got end 4 FYT and N0 Fox Golf. Anyone else?
November 9, Delta Delta.
I remember that call, NN9 Delta Delta. Got you on the list. All right, very good. N4 FYT, you're number one on this short term here. This is WA5QPZ. Go ahead.
Okay, Dudley, good evening to you and everyone on the net there. This is Phil in Valdosta, Georgia, about 86 degrees. We're down here in South Georgia. We've been pretty much having some issues with some of the forest fires. One of them between here, Valdosta and Brunswick, has burned about 21,000 acres of forest there, and homes and cars and etc. It's been really bad, and
Anyway, we had a little rain yesterday, but we need some more. Running the 8400M here for 4.1.5 into a delta loop, 80 meter delta loop at about 20 feet into a Lux amplifier, probably running just about a kilowatt here. And let's see here. I haven't tried the Aether SDR yet, but I'd like to try that soon. And thanks for doing the net. We appreciate it very much. And I'll turn it back over to you. This is N4FYT 73.
All right, very good, Phil. Very good. Well, if you're a Linux fan, you'll the Aether is it natively runs under Linux, but he does have a Windows and a Mac version, so you can actually run it. But his primary focus is in Linux, so that's where the bleeding edge of what work he's doing is in Linux. But try it out. The Windows version is good and fairly complete. Very few errors. The Rave part of the Windows is not working for FreeDV, but you could still run the FreeDV app separately. Go into digital mode, do it that way. That works. All right, very good. And sorry to hear about the fires. Yeah, that's. I'm well aware of what the fires can do. We had the big one here in 2011 in Bastrop, and that was horrendous. Had several friends that lost everything in that fire. It just happened so fast, just unbelievable. All right, and I'm going to add Marty, KQ4RZF. Marty, hang on, Marty. We'll get to you. Right now, Van is up next. N0FG, your comments for the group. It's WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. N0FG, WA5QPZ. Give you a little bit time there in case you're listening on YouTube.
Maybe it was K0FG?
Oh, yeah, K0. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, good afternoon, Dudley, and others on the net. I don't hear an awful lot today, but I do hear you. You're loud and strong today. 8400M and the Elecraft Twin running about 250 watts today because the bands are so bad. Having a lot of fun playing on the Florida QSO party. But let's see. Be nice to get 4.2 and get a little Windows compatibility, Windows 11. I guess we can get the security features active. I don't know if they're worthwhile, but anyway, we'll get them active and we can see. And I've been playing with the Aether SDR, just playing with it a little bit. I can get it to work under CW, but when I go to sideband, I don't get any transmit. It just goes back to the radio rather than to the Aether. So still playing with that. But anyway, I'm having fun with 4.1.5. Works perfectly for me. I don't have any problems with it, DAX or CAD or anything. Everything working fine, and I play digital and CW and sideband and everything. So I'm happy. But anyway, it'll be fun to play with. I enjoy playing with new stuff. 73s, and thanks, Dudley. K0FG.
Very good. Thank you, Fred. Yeah, I should have realized I had typed it in wrong. I wrote it down wrong, and that led me astray. So I'm going to blame the pen on that one. The pen did me in. I jot them down just so I write them down as I hear them. Old habits. But very good, Fred. No, you're sounding good. Good signal, which is unusual today. The band's not in the best of shape. At least it's not noisy, particularly noisy. It's just everybody's real low strength. But you're doing fine, Fred. All right, next is Mike, Nancy 9 Delta Delta. Mike, your comments for the group. This is WA5QPZ and the FlexNet.
WA5QPZ in the net. This is November 9 Delta Delta. No, just no real comments or anything heavy. We're messing with a MIDI controller, a CTR2, and trying to make it work with the Flex. I mean, it works with the Flex, just trying to get it set up is kind of the challenge. So that's really what's occupying our time this week, is messing with that and playing with that, and no other comments. So just looking forward to the new release here in a couple of weeks. Back to the net, and then 9DD.
Well, maybe a lot sooner than you think. It's going to be this coming Tuesday is when they're supposed to release that. That's the official date. So that look for it real soon here. And yeah, the Ether is interesting, and they put a lot of work in an awful short time, and he's got a lot of different versions. So if you got one version, I was going to mention that to Fred. You got one version that's not working right, double check. They've been putting out a new version almost every day. They just dropped another one last night. So, all right, very good. Thank you. Appreciate it, Mike. Good signal. Next, KQ4RZF. KQ4RZF. Your comments for the group. This is WA5QPZ and the FlexNet. Marty, go ahead. KQ4RZF, WA5QPZ.
This is AB4GO. Dudley, what's the name of that software that you were talking about?
The Aether. It's Aether, AETHER SDR is the name. Just put that in Google, and it'll take you to the download for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, they've his primary focus is in Linux, but he does have a Windows and a Mac version, so you can get it covered either way.
Do you need to have Linux software running?
No, he does have a Windows version if you don't have Linux. But if you got nearly any kind of a Linux box, if it's based on Debian, like Ubuntu or one of those, it'll run on that fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's if you're missing something. It will go out and load. Go ahead and update it and load the Linux. So whatever version you load it on. All right, very good. Let me try Marty again. KQ4RZF WA5QPZ. Are you with us, Marty? Well, I didn't hear him. Let me back up here a little bit and see if we could got some other some folks that missed it earlier. How about Tom? K9TXJ. Tom, you made it back. It's WA5QPZ. Okay, didn't hear him. How about Bob, KE9DPC? KE9DPC, your comments. All All right, let's see. Bob, WB5OOB. Dennis, I got you down. I thought we already picked you up. You got any? Do you have any additional comments? Didn't hear Dennis. Don, you must have gotten busy. AI6RE, AI6RE. Don, are you with us? This is WA5QPC.
Yeah. But been listening anyway. And let's see. Well, I'm actually a little apprehensive about taking out all the decks. I think it's a good idea. But I'm working so well with the latest version that I probably will let it go for a couple of weeks. And then see how the comments go. Oh, I got choked up here. So I'll turn it back. Have a great day.
All right, very good, Don. Sorry about the frog in your throat there. Well, that may not be a bad idea. You might look through the README notes, the updates, and see if there's anything particular that might tickle your fancy there, or not, whichever way. But it's interesting. It will allow you to turn the security parts back on in Windows 11. Most folks had to turn, I forget what it is to turn off, but you need to turn it back on you can turn it back on. So adds a little security back. All right, very good, Don. Glad you were able to make it. And it was unusual. I missed you there earlier. Let's see. Let's try a couple more. See if they made it in. K6ABK. K6ABK. Michael, I show you didn't transmit earlier. It's WA5QPZ in the FlexNet. Well, still didn't hear Michael. How about Marty? KQ4RZF, KQ4RZF, WA5QPC. All right, missed him. All right, very good. Well, I'm at the bottom of the list. Anyone else have any comments, queries, check-ins, or otherwise? This WA5QPZ. Go ahead.
K0ZBI.
Oh boy, your signal came up. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, good afternoon again, Dudley. My apologies. We had a bad lightning storm here last night, and I disconnected antennas. Well, this morning I put the wrong one on the wrong spigot on the coax switch. So I apologize for that, but anyway, I've been listening, and thanks for letting me get checked in here the second time around. We'll try and do better next time, Dudley. This is K0ZBI, Cannon Falls, Minnesota. Back to you.
All right, very good. Very good, George, and good to have you and checked in. Let's see, how did I miss you? I thought I'd show that you. I'll find you. All right, very good. Thank you, George, and glad you found your problem there. Yeah, it was just almost non-existent signal-wise. All right, very good. Well, that's the end of my list. Anybody else have anything, comments, queries, otherwise? This is WA5QPZ. Okay, just to remind everybody, the replay of today's net will be posted on YouTube a little bit later on this afternoon. Takes me about an hour or so to uplink that. And if it's advantageous, I'll put I put a list out, I think, last week of stations that checked in. I'll do that again of everybody that checked in. Let's see, we had a total of 31 check-ins. Total of 31 check-ins. So thank each and every one for checking in. Everyone have a great weekend. What's left. Glad nothing more than what happened last night. I'm glad nothing more serious happened. It was bad enough as it was, but got the guy captured, and they'll run him through the ringer. Lord help him. He's gonna need a lot of help to get through that. He caused a lot of grief for himself. Anyways, 73 all the way around. We'll look for everyone next weekend. Also remind you, if you're interested, the free DV nets on Tuesday night. I do that. I help out on that net also, and you're going to have to download the free DV to listen to it. But it's really not it's not difficult to set up, and you can hear the next interesting mode. Excuse me, had a sneeze. So with that, I'll close up this session of the FlexNet. Had a good net, even though the band was in poor shape. But there's always next week. So with that, have a great weekend what's left, and let's have a great upcoming week. And with that, we'll close this session of the FlexNet. 73 all, returning frequency to normal ham abuse. This is WA5 QPs.